everybody out there, this is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 21 video. We got some information to talk about today, and I'm pretty excited about it, guys. We have a full list of the new X Factors and abilities that are going to be in Madden 21. Specifically, we can start thinking about what we're going to want to do for our MUT 21 teams. There's a new gridiron notes out. There's a lot of information on this. We're going to be linking it down below in the description of this video because there's a lot to go over, but I'm going to skim through some of it. I want to focus on the brand new abilities and X Factors, mainly the abilities, because I'm shocked. There's a huge list of these guys. It's a lot of them. So before we do that, quick announcement: tomorrow, Saturday. If you didn't know, this is the last weekend for Weekend League of MUT 20. I'm going to try to go out with a bang myself and Kep. We're going to do Weekend League battles. We tried to do this a couple months ago, but I had a family emergency and I had to bail out. Apologies for that. But we're going to be playing Weekend League, and we have a set of rules. We got to go over those and finalize them. But every time one of us either, gives up a touchdown or throws a pick, the other person has to take a shot. If we lose a game, we got to take a shot. It's going to be a mess, I promise you, but it's going to be a fun mess, and it's going to be a way to say goodbye to MUT 20, say goodbye to Weekend League once and for all. So I hope to see you guys there. The link to my Twitch channel is right there on your screen. Make sure you give me a follow. Make sure you go ahead and turn that notification on so you can see when I go live. And again, it'll be tomorrow, Saturday night, somewhere around like 8 p.m., 8:30, 9 p.m. Eastern time, somewhere around there. To be determined the exact start time, but if you got that notification turned on, then you will be notified. That's why it's called the notification. I'm a genius. All right, here we go. Again, link to this deep dive is down below in the description. Madden NFL 21 X Factors and Abilities deep dive. Now, a lot of this article starts out with some new additions as far as like gameplay mechanics, some things about changing current X Factors and abilities from MUT 20. I'm going to skim through a lot of this. You can go read for it yourself. I'm not saying it's not important, but I really want to focus on the brand new abilities because I'm excited about those. So some things they did touch on in this article are rebalancing of like route running. So there's some different, like types of routes where they have like a short route, a medium route, and a deep route. You guys will read about that if you go through all here, but I figured I'd point it out. Pass leading, defensive adjustments, stuff like that, QB pressure, the QB pressure system. But they did go over some abilities that were pain point in MUT 20, let's be honest here. And the first one is fast break. The adjustments they made here. Fast break now limits the quarterback to maneuvering in more restricted angles after receiving the snap. The ability to immediately begin cutting upfield before the defense has had a chance to react was ultimately too powerful, even with the added fumble risks that the design QB runs brought to the table. So basically, they nerfed fast break. Escape Artist, way too OP in MUT 20, everybody used it. Escape Artist now only provides its benefits if the user is close to full stamina. This will prevent undesirable situations where a QB could continually stop and start behind the line of scrimmage at a moment's notice. So that's good. They toned down Escape Artist a lot. Dashing Deadeye and No Look Deadeye seem to have been downed a little bit, nerfed a little bit. These abilities frequently violated the eye test when they resulted in perfectly executed deep passes while on the move. To prevent this unnatural looking behavior, these abilities now have a pass yardage threshold where they will cease to function. Another great thing that they added to me, and I'm going to try not to be nitpicky here, but all three of those things could have been addressed in MUT 20. It shouldn't have required a brand new game to fix these, but I'm going to be happy that they did fix them. They did increase pro reads and Gambler. I'm not going to spend any time on those because I don't think they're that big of a deal, but if you want to read about it, the information is there. Blitz Radar was buffed up a little bit. They did remove some abilities, but I read through this once. I'll try it again here. Sometimes rebalances just aren't enough, and certain abilities need to be removed from the game entirely. This could be due to the balance reasons or simply because the mechanics of the game have changed and they no longer are irrelevant. Guru abilities. These, okay, now I get it. So they're saying like the pin and pull guru, the inside zone guru, the outside zone guru, they basically got rid of those. I read it the first time, I didn't understand what they were saying, but now I get it where it says guru abilities. So all of those kind of cheesy running abilities are out of the game. They got rid of them basically because there's reworks to the block passing and block running systems, and it would have just messed things up. All right, here's the fun stuff. We've learned about some of these already, whether it was through leaks or with EA releasing all of the X Factors for Madden 21's regs. You know, the guys are going to start with X Factors. A new group of the defensive backs and linebackers, pass coverage linebackers, came out today. And then yesterday, I missed the video on it. I didn't do it. Wide receivers and tight ends. I may do a second video later today going over all of those. But here are the brand new X Factor abilities. So ankle breaker, this is one that we saw Christian McCaffrey has. He basically, you get receiving threats get this one. When they enter the zone, they have an increased fake out rate on spin, juke, hurdle, all after catch. Not running, specifically after catch. Here's one that's going to be insane. Avalanche. There are tacklers, and then there are these guys. When they enter the zone, any successful hit stick while made running towards the line of scrimmage will result in a fumble. I really hope, and we'll find out because I saw that Jamal Adams and Bobby Wagner have it. I really hope it's tough to get those in the zone because that sounds like it's going to be a problem. Blitz. Effective D-line captains aren't just examples to follow, they are motivators. When they enter the zone, all opposing blockers have their resistance bars wiped out. Aaron Donald is going to have that one to start out. Again, that's for regs, but all of these should be available in MUT. How soon, we don't know because we don't know what it's going to take to unlock certain abilities and X Factors, but Blitz sounded like a really cool one when we learned about it with Aaron Donald. Bottleneck. When they enter the zone, they are highly likely to dominantly win any man press encounter. So I'm guessing that's for wide receivers. Grab and smash. When they enter the zone, they have an increased success chance on stiff arm and truck attempts following the catch. Don't really care about that one. Relentless. When they enter the zone, their rush moves attempts are free. So I think that means the offensive line doesn't kind of remember the patterns of the rush attempts. Universal coverage. So this was an ability in 20, and now it's an X Factor in 21 maybe. When they enter the zone, they are nearly guaranteed knockouts. Nearly guaranteed is the word there. Vanguard. When they enter the zone, they are nearly guaranteed dominant impact block wins. And then we have Yak 'em Up, which I saw, I think it was George Kittle has, or is going to have. When they enter the zone, they are nearly guaranteed to break their first post-catch tackle. That's really interesting. That's a good one. I like that one. I could see me putting that on, somebody eventually. All right, here's the fun stuff, man. The new superstar abilities. I'm reading through this list for the first time. If you played MUT 20, you already know abilities way, way, way more overpowered than X Factors, way more important. And we know a lot of them are coming back, but we got a pretty big list of new ones. Let's go through them here. Adrenaline Rush. Pass rushers with this ability will have all of their pass rush move points restored after sacking the QB. So that goes hand in hand with the new things in gameplay where the offensive line remembers the pass rush's tendencies. All of that will get restored or reset if they get to the quarterback and get a sack. BOGO, buy one, get one. O, what does the O stand for? It's usually free or off, right? Defenders with this ability are granted a free pass rush move once per play after spending a pass rush point. It sounds like it's going to be D-line user stuff. I don't know how much the AI with these pass rush moves is going to come into effect. We'll have to wait and see. Balance beam, avoid stumbling when carrying the ball. Bench press. Defenders with this ability apply bonus fatigue to their man coverage target after a successful press win. A lot of emphasis on like press defenders and press, like beating press in a wide receiver's route. Interesting there with bench press. Chuck out. Defenders with this ability apply bonus fatigue to their target after a successful zone chuck. I don't know what a zone chuck is. Somebody knows, let me know. Seems like these abilities are kind of applying pressure on the opponent's fatigue is really interesting. Fatigue's going to be big, it sounds like, this year. Locker room pep talks go a long way. This is for closer. Players with this ability can easily enter the zone in the second half. Comeback, when playing from behind, players with this ability can easily enter the zone. So that's to activate other X Factors. Deep in zone KO. Defenders with this ability force more catch knockouts and react quicker in deep zone coverage 20 plus yards from the line of scrimmage and inside the numbers. I think I may have skipped deep in elite. Receivers with this ability catch more consistently while catching passes 20 plus yards from the line of scrimmage inside the numbers. So that sounds like maybe something that you would want like your tight ends to have, throwing maybe like streaks up the field and trying to pass lead inside. Deep out elite, receivers with this ability catch more consistently while catching passes 20 plus yards from the line of scrimmage outside the numbers. Could we see a return of corner routes with deep out elite? That would be interesting. Deep zone out KO. Defenders with this ability force more catch knockouts and react quicker in deep zone coverage 20 plus yards from line of scrimmage outside the hash marks. Deep route KO defenders, so it's kind of like nerfing. The offense has their little ability and so does the defense. Defenders with this ability force more catch knockouts and react quicker into deep zone coverage 20 plus yards outside the hash marks. I think we get the point there, but it sounds like they kind of have a neutralizer each way, right? So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Defensive rally, we have defenders with this ability will grant a bonus pass rush point to all defensive linemen on any third or fourth down. Double or nothing. Pass rushers with this ability must spend double the pass rush points to perform a move, but are granted dominant wins. El Toro, defenders with this ability will receive dominant bull rush wins with their pass rush points are full. A lot of stuff with this pass rush points. I still don't know how I feel about this with users being severely nerfed this year. Will we really see year of the D-line user? With these abilities and the user being nerfed, I'm starting to think that it might not be a unpopular thing. I think we might see a lot of people being D-line users in MUT 21. Not good. I don't like it, but it is what it is, I guess. Energizer, ball carriers with this ability will replenish a portion of their stamina upon successfully performing any skill move, another stamina-based ability. Extra credit, pass rushers with this ability are granted an additional maximum pass rush move point. Flat zone KO, defenders with this ability force more catch knockouts and react quicker in any flat zone coverage less than 10 yards from the line of scrimmage and outside the hash marks. We got Fool Me Once, blockers with this ability gain blocker resistance points at a faster rate. Instant rebate, defenders with this ability are refunded a pass rush point when they are successfully shedding blocks. Lifeguard, blockers with this ability defend against swim club pass rush moves as if they had an additional resistance point. Matador, blockers with this ability have stronger protection against dominant bull rush moves attempted by defenders. Medium route KO, defenders with this ability force more catch tackle knockouts in man-to-man versus medium routes 10 to 20 yards from the line of scrimmage. There's a couple other mid, out elite, and mid zone KO. They're pretty repetitive at this point. It's just the distance and the outside or inside, so I'm not going to continue to go over those. Mr. Big Stop, defenders with this ability will start on third or fourth down with at least half of their maximum pass rush points. Natural talent, blockers with this ability start every new blocking encounter with a built-in resistance. One step ahead, I kind of like this one. Defenders with this ability generally react much faster to receiver cut moves when in man coverage. Outmatched, defenders with this ability are highly likely to win contested catches against running backs. Quick draw, passers with this ability have a faster passing animation when they are throwing under pressure. That one sounds interesting. Kind of sounds like Gunslinger, but only to under pressure throws. Reach for it. Ball carriers with this ability will frequently attempt to gain extra yards while being tackled. That could be very glitchy as well. Ripper. Defenders with this ability will ignore one bar of a blocker's resistance when attempting rip pass rush moves. We got Screen Protector. Screen Protector says blockers with this ability will dominantly win impact blocks on screen plays. Second win, players with this ability will have a chance to replenish their stamina once per play, once it's half depleted. A lot of stamina stuff, guys. We got short in elite, short out elite, short route KO. Again, all line of scrimmage base, inside, outside the numbers, 10 yards for this one. We won't spend too much time. You can read it yourself. Speedster, defenders with this ability will ignore one bar of blocker resistance when attempting rush moves. I can't speak. There's so many. Spinner and Swim Club seem to be more pass rush abilities with the whole blocker, one bar blocker resistance. Stonewall, defenders with this ability will frequently prevent additional yardage gains while tackling. I kind of like Stonewall there. That one sounds like it could be good. Tear proof. Blockers with this ability will defend against rip pass rush moves as if they had an additional resistance point. Tight out. Passers with this ability improve their catching prowess of all tight ends who are open on pass plays. Tough nut, that's what she said. Blockers with this ability have an increased number of blocker resistance points. Unspun. Blockers with this ability defend against the spin pass rush moves as if they had additional resistance point. And then unpredictable. Finally, defenders with this ability are less likely to increase their blockers resistance bars while performing shed wins. So a lot of stuff focused on stamina, pass rush moves, either for the offensive line to get help or the defensive line to get past the offensive line. And then a lot of stuff with medium, short, and deep route running, either defending that or going out for routes. A lot of abilities, and they've only removed a few, so it seems like, you know, we're having all these I just read, plus pretty much most of what we had in MUT 20. A lot of stuff to choose from. We'll see what's going to be the most glitchy, because somebody's going to find a way to cheese something, and then we're all going to hate it and hate the game. That's just me being pessimistic. I hate to do it, but I don't know. Let me know. Give me some of these abilities in the comment section. Let me know if they're glitchy, which ones you might be targeting to use. And then, very important, what's next? On our next Gridiron Nights Tuesday, August 18th, we're focusing on Madden Ultimate Team. I'm pretty sure on the 18th of August, we're going to be getting ourselves a live stream with Jake Stein. I'm really looking forward to that. I know you guys are too. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.